Vanishing Twin Foundation. So in this webinar, it's going to be very different to the previous Vanishing Twin webinars that I've done. So the foundation is something that came up very strong a few weeks ago, and that's where we set up, everything in life around creation is with two, not an individual, not a whole one. And then it's the trauma response base to creating, to manifestation, to being an individual. So if you imagine yourself like a tree of life, and then there's a dead tree over your system, and this represents where, your twin soul is alive, but you're carrying the information of a dead tree in your system. You're carrying the information of a dead body in your system. And that has been there all the time. So there's an energy of deadness and hopelessness, and there's no option but to life and death. So it adds a lot of danger in the system and drama and stagnation and toxicity to the system. So what is going to happen in this webinar is I'm going to work through the layers which created this trauma bond reaction to observe yourself as an individual and to bring in the tree of life and activate it fully in your system. So you act as an individual, you respond as an individual, you have new choices in the system. You do not respond from a trauma bond of being wounded or reactions of drama or sabotage in the system, conflicts in the system, that you will react from your knowing, that part of your soul that's blessed, that part of your soul that's confident, that part of your soul that knows your true essence, your true value, your self-worth, accepts love, you are lovable, receives love, shares love, generosity, not competition. So not nastiness, not gossip, not conflicts, so not trauma-based responses. So this webinar will give you results of freedom, a sense of safety within the body and the nervous system, a new level or a new way to ground into your life, also new opportunities and new choices to ground with a new way of communicating, living, responding, and manifestation, and then enjoying life, enjoying your gifts that you created on this planet. So it will really change inner and outer world on all levels of your life and give you new possibilities to live a whole life, a life which is connected to the true you, with flow, with rhythm, because there's a natural rhythm of life within us, around us, which we disconnected from. Remembering that this was in your nervous system all your life. So it's about making new choices. It's about having a new relationship with your nervous system, a new relationship with your choices, a new way to create visions, a new way to manifest, a new way to take action, a new way to communicate, a new way to love, a new way to nourish, a new way to create possibilities and adventure, that you're going outside not out of abandonment issues or rejection, but you're going outside because you're curious and you're living and you're going to bring your talents to the world and you're going to manifest and then see how this goes, because you're an artist, you're a creator. So I invite you, you're a leader, you're inspirational. So I invite you to open up these qualities within you. And there can be a lot of resistance to coming into this webinar if you do have an experience of, the trauma of losing a twin, because it's creating, instability of your life. But actually, is it instability? No, it's wholeness. It's serenity. It's peace. It's not leaving your twin. It's allowing your twin to be whole and honored and allowing you to live a whole life, honorable life, fruitful life while you're here in this physical body. So you may have a lot of resistance to purchasing this webinar, to going into the field and say it's not for you, and I've done enough with the twin. So these can be trauma responses, because it will really, I can assure you, if you go into the field of this webinar, It will change your system. It will change your foundation. It will change the way you make decisions. It will change the way your body and your immune system responds, and your cells responds, and your nervous system. So this is what the keys in this webinar is about. It's really about honoring yourself as a whole individual, honoring that you have a whole relationship with life, and life can be good, and life can respond to you in a good way. Life can feed you, nourish you, love you, make love with you, and you can love life and experience life in a different type of way. That is not from a trauma response or rejection or abandonment response or ghosting. So it's going to give you new opportunities, new possibilities to live a whole life, an abundant life, a rich life, and a transparent life with boundaries. It'll bring very, very strong boundaries in, with respect, with value, with dignity, with clarity, and honoring where you're at and honoring where everyone else is at. So it will not create conflicts. It will create connections, new responses, new ways of living, and new opportunities. So if this resonates with you, or maybe if it doesn't resonate with you, book it, because it could be a trauma response which is pulling you away from this webinar. So sending you love and gratitude, and we deserve this. We really deserve to live full, rich, heaven on earth lives, and to live as a whole individual and have that whole experience, abundant experience and relationship with yourself as a nourished, respected, valued, honored, free spirit on this planet at the moment. Let's connect to who we really are as wholeness, as creators, visionaries, and let's start having fun and creating and enjoying it and nourishing. Sending you all blessings and gratitude. Thank you.